Hey my loves, I hope you all are doing really well. I'm doing really well. I hope you all are blessed in this lifetime just as much as I am. I don't know what's going outside, but it sounds like some dogs are having an altercation. But we're just gonna ignore that because I don't know what's going on outside. It sounds like a dog fighting. We ain't got time for that. So today, this video is for people who are new to their walk with God, or people who don't know where to start, and it's especially for people who think they're not ready or they feel like God does not want to hear from them. I used to think that way too. I used to be like, you know what, like, how can I come to God so dirty? You know what I mean? How can I come to God as this person who just did something dirty yesterday, or did something that he wouldn't approve of yesterday or last night? You know what I mean? And when I started to be intentional with God, I stopped everything. I stopped listening to secular music. I stopped listening to people who weren't Christian based. I stopped watching family vlogs or like non-Christian based family vlogs, you know, and I just stopped doing everything that I normally would do. I even stopped hanging out with people, you know what I mean? Or I just felt like I couldn't do anything except for come home, read the Bible, and only watch things that had to do with God 24/7. And don't get me wrong, it's always God 24/7. But like, my mind can't always be fixated on being perfect or wondering if I'm upsetting him, because no matter what, this man loves me. God loves me. God loves you no matter what. So I just feel like I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to be clean. And for the people who call other people lukewarm, shame on you, because God would never call me lukewarm. God would maybe call me a learning woman, or a woman who's experiencing life in a different way than you are. And that is okay. It's not for you to judge. I very much so dislike when Christians call other Christians lukewarm. You know what I mean? I don't like that. And then they're always like, either you're on fire for God or you're not. Baby, I'm always on fire for God. God is my first thought. That God is the reason I don't judge people. I would never call somebody lukewarm or, oh, they're just lost in their walk with God. No. Sorry, I don't know what is going on outside. What was I saying? Yeah, thinking that people are lost in their walk with God. That your walk with God may look different than someone else, and that is okay. And even if you just smoked 20 minutes ago or got drunk 20 minutes ago, please go to God. He's not going to turn you away. He has a message for you. Go listen. Don't listen to anybody on this earth that says, oh no, you're not ready. Or, you know what I'm saying? You know when you're ready. Your walk with God ain't going to look like his or hers, and that's okay. And that's what I learned. Like, when I initially just stopped doing everything, I was not happy. I was not living life because, like I said, I'm always worried about, am I upsetting God, or if I'm not doing things right. And it's just like, you're never going to be perfect for God. And God knows this. Nobody's perfect. That's okay. Just look at the people who God was around. Look at all his disciples passed, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, go to him. The only thing that really matters, and let me tell you what clicked for me. Like I said, I told you I stopped listening to secular music. I only listened to gospel music. And if you knew me prior, I hate gospel music. But I found like gospel music that don't sound like gospel music, and I loved it. And I will maybe list some right here. Anyway, okay. So I stopped doing all that. I just started only listening to gospel. Now, one day I was going to work and I said, you know what? I keep on listening to these same songs. I'm going to listen to me some secular music. And when I did, it was like I heard something in my mind said, hey, No matter what you listen to, I love you. And only your character matters. And that's what I feel. Only your character matters. As long as you're a good person, you're not hurting anybody, you are living in God's grace. That's how I literally feel. You know what I mean? Your relationship with God is not going to look like somebody else's. And I told you guys that I don't like to listen to people on like how they interpret the Bible, because I feel like everybody interprets things differently. And I feel like God speaks to people differently. It's the same as, you gotta think of it like this: you are God's child, okay? It's the same as when you have two kids. One of them are different from the other, and you have to speak to one a certain way that you wouldn't speak to the other. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. God speaks to us differently, and that's okay. Just because what you interpreted might not be what I interpreted as, and that is okay. You don't have to say, oh, I'm lost, or you just leaning on your own understanding or whatever. No, the same thing that you read is the same thing that I read, but what I heard in my ear is something different that you heard in your ear. We don't have the same message. We don't have the same path in life. So I might hear things different than you do, and that is okay. But as long as you understand God's principles, as long as you understand to be a good person and to help others, to see each other as brothers and sisters. And let's talk about this too. Y'all people that go to them churches faithfully don't even treat each other like brothers and sisters. Y'all go sit up in that little building that you guys call the church. Don't even get me started. And once y'all leave that building, y'all don't speak to each other, don't say anything until Sunday, the next time y'all come to church. If you go again on Sunday. But y'all supposed to be treating each other like brothers and sisters. But instead, you guys judge each other. When y'all go home, y'all be like, oh, you saw Miss Mary? Did y'all see her shoes? Did y'all see her hair? Did y'all see what she was wearing? Why she? Tell me I'm not. I'm not. Anyway, so don't get me started on that. And if you don't want to sit in a church, that is okay. Because you know why? God said church is wherever you are. And don't worry about, and God also said, don't worry about coming to him as this perfect person. Come as you are. Come as you are. If you watch church on TV, that's okay. If you just read the Bible, that's okay. If you just speak with him, that's okay. Like I said, Christianity is just, I say Christianity because those are the most judgmental, most vile people I've ever, not all of them, but I've ever encountered. It's heavy on the judgmental, okay? Whatever works for you and God, works for you and God. Your relationship with him is your relationship with him. Do not let somebody on the outside influence how you deal with him. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. But like I said, I just stopped doing things and like immediately, and I wasn't living in the moment. And I realized that I can't always be worried about being perfect. And that's okay. As long as my character is cool, that's all right. Now, another thing that people don't tell you, and this is not to scare you, because this could just be different for me because I did dabble in things that were probably would be considered witchcraft. But you might face a spiritual attack. Now, when I first started to be intentional with God, every night I would have these nightmares of like the D word attacking me. I don't like to say the name, the D word attacking me constantly. And one day my husband was like, you know what you need to do? You need to pray in your sleep. I did not know that you can do that. You need to pray in your sleep. That's what he said. So I started to do that. And anytime, or even like during the day, if I felt like the D was just trying to attack me, I just automatically started to pray. And I'm telling you now that it worked like this. Like it stopped. Until this day, I have not had a D attack. You know what I mean? And I just felt like the D wants you to not get closer with God. Okay, that's the ultimate goal. So you might experience spiritual attacks, and people love to just be like, "Oh, if you're experiencing that, da, 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 da." A lot of people experience that because, like I said, the D does not want you to get close to God. And you know what? You have to just be like, I'm not backing down. You might want me to go back to my old ways and do this and that, but I'm not. And I didn't. And literally leaves me alone. I'm telling you, the spiritual world is real, and you have to respect it. And all of these people, again, I'm gonna say Christians and stuff. A lot of these people let it be like, oh, that's demonic, that's witchcraft, that's spiritual stuff. It's just the devil. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you gotta understand, when you get in tune with God and you get in tune with the world, with the nature, everything that He created, when you get in tune with it and you start to respect it, I will not kill a bug. Okay? When I say that I respect everything, and when I step outside, how I look at it, I've said this in my videos before, how I look at it is, if a breeze comes to me when I step outside, I look at it as like a hug from like God, or like, you know what I mean? Or like the divine, I just feel like God is the divine. Don't get crazy, okay? I just like to say different things. Okay, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, that, you know what I mean? When you get really in tune, you'll realize how much the world is spiritual. And you can't let nobody try to tell you otherwise. You know what I mean? Like, when you know, and spiritually a woke person, they know, okay? God is in everything. I'm telling you, there's a spiritual world that you need to learn about, you need to be in tune with. Not everything, just because it doesn't fit in your perfect world, is demonic or just not godly. Excuse me? Don't get me started. I can go on and on for days, but I'm not. Basically, what I'm just trying to say to you is that when you're ready to embrace God, don't look at what other people are doing. Don't look at how other people are living their lives. You live your life for you. You live your life how you want to live it. Do not worry about being perfect. You are not perfect, and you're not meant to be on this earth to be perfect. So I just wanted to say that, and I really, really, really hope this video was helpful. And I wish you nothing but peace, love, and abundance.